Hey guys, just got these two in the mail a couple of days ago and thought I would talk about them. So the one on the left is by Matchbox. It came out in 1989, and the one on the right is part of the RIP Horror Collector series, and they sold at Spencer's in the 90s. You may be thinking to yourself, those look exactly the same, and it's because they are exactly the same, at least head and body wise. So in 1989, when the doll was released, parents weren't too happy about it. It's a doll based on a character from a horror movie that's a serial killer / child molester. And since this doll was primarily targeted towards children, it didn't really sit right with a bunch of parents. So not too long after they started selling them, they were pulled from shelves. So that left a lot of dolls that had never left the warehouse, and that's where they stayed for quite a few years. Until around the mid-90s, when they were reused for the RIP Horror Collector series sold by Spencer's. It was more targeted towards collectors than it was children like they originally were in the 80s. And while head and body wise they're exactly the same, there are a few differences between them. One difference I can see is that the burn scars on the original seem to be painted with more detail compared to the later release. The paint just seems really dull on the Spencer's doll. Another would be his hat. Matchbox had him with a rubber hat, and the Spencer's one was made from a more softer material. Next would be his sweater. Matchbox gave him a sweater with wider stripes and wasn't distressed like it was with the later one. The biggest change between the two would have to be changing the voice from being pull string activated to push activated, which was definitely an improvement, especially since it was pretty common for the strings to be easily pulled out of the doll. Besides the different packaging, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make a short little video showing you guys these cool vintage Freddy dolls. And thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.